Ever wonder what it is that separates the 7-figure generating Facebook ad campaigns from the ones that break even or even lose money? Well, that's what this video is all about, and I'm giving you my best industry insider secrets to help you generate more clicks, leads, and customers from your Facebook ads. Let's get to it. Hey there, my name is Adam Earhart, Modern Marketing Strategist, and welcome to the Modern Marketing Show, where we help you make marketing that matters. So if you're interested in learning about the latest and greatest marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, well, you may want to consider subscribing and hitting that little notification bell. After running Facebook ads for this many years for some of the biggest and most well-known companies, as well as smaller local businesses, well, you tend to learn a few things about what works and what doesn't. Also, having a network of other high-level advertisers and masterminds to run things by, well, that doesn't hurt either. So on today's episode, I want to share with you 5 industry insider secrets to help you double, triple, or yes, even 10x your ROI. Let's dive in. Facebook ad secret number 1 is all about algorithm optimization. Now, what I'm talking about here is kind of walking the fine line between manually inputting exactly what you want Facebook to do and letting Facebook take some of the control and really optimizing it for the results you're looking after using their algorithm. Now, in the past, and in fact, even 6 months or maybe even 12 months ago, I used to be incredibly strict about what I would allow Facebook to do. I wanted control over pretty much everything. But lately, I've been finding some great results by kind of giving away some of the control to Facebook and allowing them to use their incredibly sophisticated algorithm to help me get even better results for my clients. Now, I'm not suggesting you just go out there and throw in a budget and just let Facebook have at it. That's a bad strategy. But I am suggesting leveraging the incredibly powerful platform that they do have by making selective inputs with things that you know and are already pretty sure about, like say the demographic targeting or the placements you know are going to react well, or the messaging and the copy and all that stuff, but then giving control away to areas that you may not be as sure of or you may want to expand even further. The takeaway point really when it comes to algorithm optimization is making sure that you've got control over the things that you know 100% for sure, but then also having a little bit of faith and not being afraid to test with some of the more open targeting options that Facebook may suggest, as well as leveraging the true power of the algorithm and of the platform. The next Facebook ad secret is time is money. Now, this is a question I get all the time, and really what it comes down to is how long should I test an ad for? What kind of budget should I use for testing? How long should I give it before I kill the ad or scale the ad or whatever else it comes down to when we're talking about time and money involved? So here's kind of the strategy that I normally like to apply without knowing any of the other details or specifics behind your campaign and goals. What I like to suggest is giving it a 3x CPA and 48 to 72 hours before you make any decisions. So what does that mean? Well, a 3x CPA means using a number that's about 3 times your cost per acquisition before you make any decisions on whether this ad's going to perform well or whether it's just failing completely. This means if you're trying to get leads for say $5, well, you'd make sure that it's spending at least $15 before you're kind of able to gauge a realistic number. Next, I like to give it around 48 to 72 hours before making any decisions. And this is because the Facebook ad algorithm is an algorithm, which means it's going to need that budget and it's going to need some time to kind of work out the best combination in order to deliver you the best results possible. Facebook ad secret number 3 is audience avalanche. And what I suggest here is starting with a smaller audience and getting broader over time. What this means is if you're starting a brand new campaign and you don't have any lookalike audiences built, you don't have an email list you can upload or a customer list, and you're using cold targeting to kind of interest-based audiences, well, you want to be as specific as possible to really dial it in at first, but then once you've kind of got some results and you've got some conversions under your belt, well then don't be afraid to open up the targeting later. This kind of circles us back to point number 1, which is kind of leveraging that algorithm and letting Facebook do some of the heavy lifting once you've done that initial targeting to sort of give it that initial data that it needs in order to optimize it as efficiently as possible. So another really popular question I get is, well, what's a good audience size? How focused and how narrow should I be? And the answer is, of course it depends. But I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that. So here's some guidelines to use. If you're a local business, meaning you're working in a local geographic area, like a county or a city or a neighborhood, or even a state or province, well, then your audience is obviously gonna be a little bit smaller than if you're targeting the entire nation or if you're going internationally. Typically, what I like to suggest for my local clients and local students is that we go a little bit broader than we would if we were going nationally or internationally. What this means is that taking a look at kind of your entire local area, and that'll be point number one, and then we're going to drill it down by going after some of the specific demographic details, like maybe we know their age ranges they typically fall in, or if they're more male or female, and then maybe using 1 or 2 interest-based targeting. For example, if we're a local gym, we may want to go after people interested in health or fitness or weight loss or exercise. And if we happen to be, say, a dog kennel, well then obviously we're going to go after people who are interested in dogs or dog walking or dog stuff. But that's it. Try not to drill down too much further than that, otherwise you're going to severely limit your audience. Now, when we're talking about national or international audiences, well, typically here, I like to suggest an audience of around 1.5, maybe even 2 million people, and whatever you need to do in regards to layering on that targeting to get to that number is perfectly fine. All right, now circling back to point number 1, that algorithm optimization secret. Well, once things are dialed in and humming pretty well with your audience of say 2 million people, well then don't be afraid to open up the floodgates and maybe try an audience of 5 to 10 million people and see if the algorithm is optimized enough at that point for your unique objectives. This is going to give you a much bigger pond to draw from, a lot more people, and potentially a lot more conversions. Facebook ad secret number 4 is correlation versus causation. Basically, that's just fancy talk for saying don't target what you think, target what you know. Basically, this all comes down to the fact that correlation does not prove causation, meaning just because a few of your customers or a few of your clients happen to have dogs, well, that doesn't mean you should necessarily go after only dog owners, unless you sell dog food. Then you should go after them. Focus your targeting on the things you know to be true about your audience. Otherwise, you could potentially be cutting off some really good buyers and really good prospects who would otherwise be interested if they could have just seen your message. All right, point number 5 and our final Facebook ad secret is message masterpiece. And basically what this means is that nothing is as important as your message. You see, when it comes down to creating a 7-figure or 6-figure or even multiple 5-figure Facebook ad generating campaign, nothing is as important as the message and the copywriting that you're putting in the ad itself. Not the placements, not the objective, not the budget, not the schedule, nothing. Nothing is as important as the message itself. And yet this is often the last place that people go when they're trying to find that next Facebook ad tip or trick or hack. So, write your Facebook ads like a pro, and this means dedicating the most time possible to creating perfect and well-resonating and really good solid ad copy. Also, do not neglect the image that you decide to use because the image is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting as well. So again, really focus on creating this message masterpiece with really good copy and a really good image. All that other stuff is of course important, but it doesn't even begin to compare to having a really good message because with the wrong message, none of that stuff matters. All right, so there you have it, my top strategies and insider secrets to creating really high converting Facebook ads. So let me know in the comments section below, were there any that you haven't heard before, any that you want to try next, or any that you'd like a little more information on? Let me know in the comments section below. Love to hear your thoughts. Also, thanks so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the episode. If so, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little notification bell. And for more great marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, make sure to head over to adamearhart.com, which is packed full of more videos, podcasts, and articles, and all sorts of resources to really help take your business and your marketing to the next level and way beyond that. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on The Modern Marketing Show.